it almost looks to me like Pioneer Country Development is probably gonna go belly up, and you're gonna have to start a whole new,
Well, it's about got to.
you know what I mean? Start a whole new, I'm not saying we wanna get rid of what we have, but it might have to come under a new name and all the commissioners get on board and start a whole new program.
Can you prevent the
And
sale
have
of
new
anything
administrators
else?
and everything.
No, I'm not on housing.
Can any,
I do not have any access to any of the housing records. Because I'm a licensed real estate broker and have been for 40 years, I have volunteered to write contracts at no charge to them. He had an agent in Hayes write the contracts on the ones in Goodland. Several of us have asked if we could put signs up in front of the properties. He won't do that. When he sold the one in Goodland, there's one right next to it that should have had a sign on it. He picked the sign up and didn't put it on the sign. Anytime we offer to do something, our offers are never accepted. You know, our hands are kind of tied. We can't. What do you do when you offer to do something and they don't want your help?
Well, I'm going to say this again because I believe it. I think it's time to get law enforcement involved before it gets any further.
The only way to get law enforcement involved is maybe you can freeze the assets that are there.
Well,
You know what I mean, down the road. But
you can't do
anything
that.
until you have the proof.
Yeah, you'd have to have the investigation part of it completed before you could take some action like that. But we need to start
you
somewhere.
gotta start.
Got to start.
Exactly.
So what it probably will take is some
Have
sort of.
we made our, we haven't paid anything yet.
The city has, but we have not.
And one of the things with the bylaws, and this is where they probably need to be changed, is if you do not pay your entire amount, then you're not entitled to voter services without being charged. And that was pointed out at the meeting in Hayes.
So their commissioners just said, no, I'm not going to do it.
But if the money is not there to help small businesses at this point in time, what good is the service?
And as there are several businesses, including some in Cheyenne County, that make monthly payments. As those are made, their money should build up in that account to be able to do it. But the money is being funneled into the housing. And then I don't know what happens because I don't have access to those records.
Funneled into the housing, and yet they're not paying the taxes on the housing.
Seems like a pretty good racket.
How many more years they gotta go before we can put it for tax sale?
It's, the next one that I'm gonna start next October will be 16.
and then can they sell it before then?
Well,
Yeah, they can do whatever
he
they
can do what
want.
he wants with it. Somebody's going to have to pay the taxes on it.
Yeah, you can't sell it without paying the back taxes.
Somebody's going to have to pay them taxes.
And that's what happened in Russell, is in order to sell it, he had to pay 3 years of back taxes. And the current ones. But things are sold immediately at a fire sale price, which is less than what they should be sold for. And the public is not offered the opportunity to purchase them. And that has upset people because maybe there's somebody that would like to buy one of those houses.
The way I understood it, the ones in Birch City, if you're renting it, you should be able to buy it eventually.
At the end of 15 years,
But
then
if
you
they
can
sell it before you're out of
they-
luck.
if they sell it, it would have to go on those same guidelines with the low-income housing and all the rules and regulations that go with that. But it could be sold. It just would have to,
So they'd be
honor that.
basically selling it right out from under you, from the people who live there.
no. It would be sold, but
To
whoever,
one of them.
okay. If those were to sell today, which they haven't met their 15 years yet, whoever bought it would have to have the same restrictions that Northwest Kansas Housing does. The people would still stay there at the end of 15 years. Then they could purchase it. So it isn't going to affect the tenants, other than if something would happen and they can't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have a lot of problems with paying the people who work on them there.
Yes, I know.
And I think you're right, I think.
I think,
Go talk
I
to Cody
think
or-
it's time.
To Cody or,
From the information I have, and not only just
Somebody.
what I've received from Helen, I've had other conversations. It's time for somebody to step up and say, hey, we need something done.
and who can take that to Cody?
Anybody can file a complaint, but Helen has all the information.
I'd be happy to give it to you. No, I mean, yeah.
Well,
And surely Cody won't be the one that'll have to do all this.
no, but it
He
has,
can't, it's a multi-jurisdictional, so it
Yes.
has to go through.
It'll go
It has to go to KBI.
But it has to have a
KBI
point
is
of
the only one
origin.
that has jurisdiction in all counties.
and here's my question.
If there are federal funds involved,
There are.
then
Who would have jurisdiction? I mean, as far as prosecutions or,
probably be the Attorney General's office,
okay,
because it's a multi-jurisdictional.
right. I just don't want to get Cheyenne County into a court case that we'd have to pay for.
The accounts aren't here. We are just a member. We only know there's something that isn't right, because the headquarters is what, Hill City? The headquarters is Hill City. We're just, the commissioners are concerned, where's our money and how is it being used? Because this is taxpayer money, and we don't think it's being used appropriately, which is a crime to misappropriate funds. We just want, and with what Helen has,
It's a starting point.
it's
I
a
mean,
starting point. And if the, KBI, and if they reach out to the FBI and they say, nothing here, well, at least you've done your due diligence to find out. And that's what's the most important thing.
So the next step, if we're going to go that direction, what should it be?
Helen and I will set up a meeting with Cody.
Okay,
How's that?
okay.
Okay.
And they'll have to figure, they've got a caseload study going on right now, so they've got us in court like every day, weird days, all day, all over the place. So
Okay.
we'll get it figured out and get in there.
Okay,
Okay?
okay,
Thank you, Helen.
okay.
So,
Thanks for your work.
Thank you.
I have, I don't know if you did anything with that resolution or not for the rural opportunity zone.
Yeah,
You-
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't know if that'd been done because I got
Yes.
that. And then just something really good and exciting to me is I told you we were going to do the Shine-Off-The game, and this is the proof for the cover. And this is the proof that we got for the actual board. And our deadline was the 10th, and last Saturday, I had somebody call and wanting to get involved in the game.
Yeah.
So the response from the local businesses is really good. I
Awesome.
didn't turn anybody down, thank goodness nobody else called. But, so in doing this, we collected enough money to pay for the game and the shipping. And then they'll be due back hopefully in the end of March, and we'll be selling games for $30 a piece. And I have 4 that have been pre-ordered already. So we should be able, if we sell them all, we should make $15,000. I'm saying, okay, let's count on 10, which is kind of where we're always kind of short in the office. So we should be able to
That's a good
do our
plan.
projects.
I know
so,
other communities have done this and
Yeah.
very successfully.
yeah. And I think, like Colby is just about to reorder. And I don't know how many they ordered to begin with, but they were all sold out about, so they're going to order some more. So we ordered 500 of the games, so anyway, it's pretty exciting. Really glad from the response from the businesses, it was good.
Good.
It's a beautiful picture.
It is.
Can I see that one more time?
The only one I like is Pass Go. You always get, how much did you get Pass Go?
200.
200. Yeah, you gotta get by there every day.
I'm going to leave this with you. I want you to look at it and we can talk about it at a later time.
Okay.
That's Amy.
Okay, thank you for your time. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Helen.
And we'll be in touch.
Thanks for the effort.
Thank you for what you're going to do.
I'm just gonna look at the money going under the table.
Friends.
How many counties? There are 18 counties? That's a lot of counties to get together.
Well,
That's a lot of money.
Well,
It looks to me like Ellis just said, wash your hands of it.
well, I understand Ellis County's difficulties. You know, they've cut lots out of their budgets in the last couple of years, especially last year.
this is the one that they have to take to Cody?
No, that's where my glasses go.
You want to call the meeting?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Ed.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.